What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash. Yes, we are. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. I'm excited, man. I'm really, really excited. And it might not happen immediately. It might take some time still, but I really do have faith that we're going to see some phenomenal price action to the upside very soon. Very soon. Here we are sitting at $228. It might feel so boring right now, but I promise, patience will pay off. Don't get distracted, you guys. Do not, Dragon Riders out there, you better not get distracted with all these other altcoins that are popping off. Sell your Bitcoin Cash that's been so boring for months now. I'm on the monthly chart here, literally like half a year. We've been super freaking boring. And if you've been paying attention to it day to day like I have, I know it doesn't necessarily, it feels boring, but like it's been a bit of a whirlwind, right? Like we go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. But that's Bitcoin Cash for you, man. It doesn't really move in straight lines. This is like the closest to a straight line we've ever had, and it really was for 2 weeks there. But we really, even going up, we have 40% pullbacks. Like it's a normal thing. What I'm trying to say is, our patience will be rewarded, and it'll be rewarded in the form of a very, very strong pump. Probably much like this one, maybe not as fast moving, but maybe similar in size. Maybe it takes 3 months to achieve instead of 1 month. Maybe it happens faster. Who knows? But this actually took like 2 weeks, not a month to achieve. But I digress. This monthly here, it's like double bottom off the 50 level. I really like to see that. I really, really, really do like to see that. And here we are. We're only up 3.25% as of right now. We still have about half a month to go, so we could come lower. But even if we do go lower, even if we close the month red, we could still, pivot down to the 50 a little bit lower and then bounce. So overall, we're in good shape, I think, on the monthly RSI, on the monthly chart. I want to see if we're looking at this for like what it is. Kind of consolidated here for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, and then broke out to the upside. Okay, here we consolidated for like 2 months and then broke down, whatever, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then broke down. And then here you were consolidating for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, broke up, and then here we consolidated for a hell of a long time. Let's say right here, more or less, is when you started, and then you started to move up like over here. It's 15 bars, but in the midst of that, you really only consolidated for like 4 months, and then boom, upside, and then immediately downside, and then you consolidated again for, let's see, including that month there, that'd be 1 extra month, so maybe like 6 months, 7 months. All that to say, man, I'm going over this, and if I haven't lost anybody, I would say that more or less we've kind of seen a maximum kind of consolidation time frame of like 6 to 7 months. Well, here we are on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th month right now. Give it a month or two, man. Maybe by the end of this month even, maybe give it a week or two, and we will see a phenomenal breakout to the upside. While everything's popping off, Bitcoin Cash has been consolidating, and this is the kind of stuff that you should want to put your money in. You shouldn't want to chase the dragons. That's where this thing got its name, man, because it was a dragon, right? You chase the dragon, you chase it while it's in the sky, it's going to burn you. It's going to be like, what are you doing? Get away from me, burn, and you get burned. You get burned, right? That's going to be a lot of these altcoins right now. They're all popping off. They're all dragons in their own right? They're going up. Anyone who tries to catch them, they grab that dragon by the tail, they're going to get burned, man. You go chasing dragons, you're going to get burned. So all in all that to say, the people right now that aren't chasing, they're finding these dragons on the ground that are dragging ass. They're saddling them up while they're docile, while they're calm, while they're being fed, whatever, I don't know, while they're sleeping. You saddle up, you get ready for the ride, strap in tight, man, because it's going to be a ride of a lifetime. We are going to go up pretty high, and I do think that we're going to see prices, if not by the end of the year, by the Bitcoin halving, by the Bitcoin Cash halving, I would think that we see prices that are above $500. That's where our 618 is. We're bouncing between the 236 and the 382. Really, we're not even like rejecting it. We're hugging it. We're really hugging it. So when we do get above this, if we can get a month or a week to close above, what would that be? $257? Or is that $267? If we can get a month or a week to close above there, I would think that that would signal go time for prices that are above $530, potentially even up to $660. Bitcoin Cash loves its 6.9 level, man. It really does. So I think it'll be go time for that. And just because it's go time, maybe it happens fairly quickly, but it won't be a straight line up, right? This was a more or less fairly straight line right here, but there were like 3 over 40% drops. 3 drops that were greater than 40% on its way up, and it looked like it just went up straight. So Bitcoin Cash is volatile, right? If you want to, this is a coin. I used to talk, man. A good friend of mine, old boss of mine. Whenever I first met him, we would talk about Bitcoin Cash, and he didn't really believe in it. I think I might have converted him a little bit, but maybe not converted him, because I don't know if but I think he sees it a little bit more than he did before. But we would talk about it. And we would talk about it like it was like a really good coin for trading because it was so volatile. You know, maybe not a good coin to hold long term. I think it is a bit of a good term to hold long term, coin to hold long term. But we both agree on the fact that it's also a good coin to like trade. Whenever it pumps, sell it. Whenever it dumps, buy it. It's that easy. And it sounds more difficult than it is, or it sounds easier than it is, I would say, you know, because it's not the easiest thing to buy whenever you think it's going to go lower, or sell when you think it's going to go higher. But this thing is a land of opportunities is really all I'm trying to say. So for those of you that have been patient, I think this land of opportunities is going to pay off well. For those of you who are selling your Bitcoin Cash to chase other things that are popping off, you're going to feel some remorse, man. You're going to feel some remorse soon enough. Maybe not this month, maybe it'll be next month, but soon enough, very soon enough. On the weekly RSI here, still really like this structure. Really do like this structure a lot. Higher lows overall, higher highs. Once we get into this bullish area of control and maintain readings, we don't just like wick up here. I think it will be on. I think it really will be on. That'll probably be around the time that we break above that 267 level. We're grinding out this green line, right? We found resistance on it, and now we're grinding the hell out of it, man. We were really grinding the hell out of it. Whenever we grinded it before coming to the downside, we broke through and all hell broke loose, right? When we grinded it before coming up to it, we broke through, and it wasn't a straight line. We moved up fairly fast, but there were dips in between. You know, let's just, for example, right? It breaks out. You decide to sell up here. Well, it went all the way down the next week, okay? And then let's say you don't buy it back. Let's say you sold it right here at 368. It went all the way down to 268. It dropped $100 for you, gave you a great opportunity to buy back, and you didn't. And then it goes all the way up here to 654, and you're like, shit, I should have just held it. Well, be patient, because then even though you sold it at 368, it still came back down to 369. So maybe you'll have to buy it, and that'd be if you caught the exact bottom. Maybe you don't. Let's say you catch it at 445, but that's a hell of a lot cheaper than up here. This thing will give you extra opportunities even if you mess up. So be patient, look for opportunities, and with that, again, that ties into the main kind of idea of this video, is that this is a major opportunity. Don't look at this as boring, as something to be giving up on. Even if it goes lower, it's just a better opportunity. It's cheaper. You know, you might even have like a double bottom look if it were to go lower. I don't think it will, but it could. You know, it really could. But all in all, I think it's consolidating. We're grinding this line. When we break this line, it's going to be on to at least $500 or more is my expectation. And that's all I got, man. It's like more or less the same stuff that I've been saying with Bitcoin Cash. There's a reason why I don't make videos on it too often anymore, is because it has been very boring. But I think we're getting there, man. And if we're not getting there by the end of this month, sometime in January, we really could see this thing start to pop off. So to me, I know for some of the degens out there that are watching the charts like a hawk, you lose sleep over watching it. A month is a very long time away, but for me, man, a month it's not long enough. I need more time to collect my money. I need more time to get things in order, to invest. I would love keep this here for a year, let it pop off toward the end of the bull cycle so I can invest a lot into it. I really have a lot of faith in Bitcoin Cash, you guys. I think it's going to do phenomenal. Let's go over the really, really bullish stuff real quick just to end off this video. It's my favorite part, right? So all-time high to all-time low fib. Okay, we've been in this kind of grand range of kind of consolidation down here, right? Rejected the 382, found support on the 236. This is a classic setup to go up to the 61869 area, and this could take a long time, right? Probably I have it drawn out to May of next year. It probably takes longer than that to see prices that are around $900 to $1,200. Probably. Maybe not, but probably. All in all, though, I would expect, being that we've had one pretty decent reaction with the 618, we actually broke through and went all the way to the 786. I would expect that the second attempt would take us beyond there. And maybe we come back and we find support on it, whatever. But if we have a positive reaction, and I do think we will on this next attempt up to the 618, it would solidify the idea that $13,000 to technically $53,000 would be possible by the end of this cycle. Now, I've said this a bunch of times. I haven't talked about it in a while, but I don't think this is going to happen this cycle. It could, technically, very technically speaking, off of the way that I do analysis with fibs, this is in the realm of expectations. The 1272 to the 1618 is, but this is from a previous bear cycle, right? It's a previous cycle's fibs. So I think taking the more immediate stuff might be a better approach, right? And here, your 1272 is at $3,650, and then you have a $10,000 price, and then your 1886, a kind of deep extension in Bitcoin Cash. If you go through and you look on smaller time frames, it does like its 1886 whenever it hits extensions. That's right around $22,000. Well, what else is right around $22,000? Top to bottom here, you've got your 1414, like in line with that. And again, kind of the reason why I would think don't count this. It's possible. It is possible. This is crypto. This is an asset that's been held down for way too long, and it's a wily beast. That's why we call it a dragon. But I would expect at a minimum a 5-digit Bitcoin Cash, a $13,000 Bitcoin Cash by the end of the cycle. It's sitting at $2,271 right now, $227. I don't know why I said 71. $227 right now. Maybe that was a forecast in my mind. It's going to happen, guys. But that's the minimum, $13,000. There's a lot pointing to this $23,000 level, and I think it just makes sense. You know, I'm curious. I wonder what the market cap would be up there. And more coins are being pumped out every single day, so this won't be like an accurate, but it'll be roughly an assumption. So that would be about a 100x from here, right? Technically like a 101x. But what's Bitcoin Cash's market cap right now? A lot of people just discount Bitcoin Cash, man, but it's like it's maintained relevance. It's number 22. It's been in the top spots its whole life, like it really has, throughout all the FUD, all the BS, man, all the people not looking at it. Can I see the tokenomics? Tokenomics aren't available. See, further proof that you don't need tokenomics to be available, I guess, to be legitimate. But I guess we already know the tokenomics. If you know the tokenomics behind Bitcoin, that's more or less what this is as well, right? Market cap. Let's call it 4.5. I'm going to round 4.5 billion with a B. Well, if it's going to be 100x, so 4.5 would be $450 billion in market cap valuation. Yeah, I think that's possible. If we're hitting 450, why not go up to 500, whatever that would be? Maybe we do see prices that are above $23,000, but I know that sounds insane for Bitcoin Cash. I really do think, I really know, like from a $4 billion valuation, that sounds like crazy growth, and it is crazy growth. But I very much think it deserves that. I think that if there's any coin that deserves a multi-hundred billion dollar market cap, it's the better Bitcoin. It's the one that's been around since 2017. It's the one that a lot of people know about, but man, watch. If you want me to prove it, watch right here, man. Anytime this thing pumps, anytime it does really well, nobody talks about it. Like nobody. All the big accounts out there, like all of the big, unless they're like really big Bitcoin Cash accounts, which there aren't many, but all the big accounts out there with like hundreds of thousands of subscribers or even over 1 million subscribers, Bitcoin Cash will pump 100% in a week, and they'll be talking about Link that went up 15%, which is great, but like it's, you know what I mean? Like, and this is a top 22 coin. It's in the top 30. And, you know, it'll be in the top 10 or the top 15, and people still won't talk about it. So just when you see that kind of stuff, when you see something, but everybody knows about Bitcoin Cash, when you see that kind of stuff, man, that should tell you people don't want to see it succeed. And those are oftentimes the coins that perform the best, in my experience. Not just coins, but stocks as well. But I'm getting off the rails here, man. I did my TA. I filled in, you know, the same old stuff. Gave you areas to look out for. That 267 level is going to be really critical to break. When we do break that, I think it's on to at least $530, if not higher. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So if you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Don't be scared if we go lower. It's an opportunity to buy at cheaper prices. And if we do go lower, I doubt we'd go much lower. But we've been consolidating for a while. It's just a matter of time, man. I give it at the most another month of consolidating, but probably even less than that before we start moving up. So take care. Bye-bye. Hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.